It is I, John Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, where I have a few pieces of advice for all you peace-loving Muslims. Now, as we all know, you are out there in Afghanistan and Pakistan, rioting, burning American flags, having your anti-American sentiments aired all over cable news. And to tell you the truth, I want to use a quote from one of your own people. One of your own people actually said after this, because you're protesting over the accidental burning of Korans, and there it is out there running his mouth. He said this. He said that their patience was running thin when it comes to foreigners and Americans in particular. Well, here's the advice for you Muslims. This cuts two ways. Our patience with you is wearing very, very thin. In fact, when our worthless Islamo-loving left-wing president apologized for this accidental burning of the Korans, it was people like me that instantly went to the airwaves and said, we don't owe you an apology. And in fact, we don't owe you an apology. We might owe you a little bit of explanation as to why this happened. And it would be on Harmy Karzai, your worthless warlord president, to step up to the microphone and try and explain it to you in ways you can understand, even with your limited mentality, that this whole thing was nothing more than an accident. It was exactly that. And yet, you go on a rampage and have now killed 4 of our brave men and women in the military over this fake outrage that has been brought upon you by the worthless Taliban. And remember, it's a peace-loving, law-loving president of ours who wants to negotiate with this Taliban. I wonder what he thinks about that now. Now, with that being said, that we don't owe you an apology, that is true. But apparently, this Islamo-loving president of ours says we have to apologize. Well, he can apologize for him, the administration, the Department of Defense, but by God, not for me, because I don't think we owe you an apology. In fact, I don't think we owe you a damn thing. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You owe us a little bit, don't you? I mean, after all, you're free out there protesting because Americans are sacrificing so much so that you can have your freedom of speech. So in effect, you owe us everything. But by God, like I said, our patience with you is wearing thin. And today, a representative of NATO has been told by an Islamic group that the people that burned these Korans should be brought up on charges. And of course, the lily-spined, damn worthless pieces of crap in NATO have agreed to this. Okay, well, if it turns out that it's a German member of NATO, a French member of NATO, or an English member of NATO, and they want to bring them up on charges, that's fine. But by God, not one American should stand trial for anything that was nothing more than an accident. And if that's the case, here's the deal for you Muslims. Not everything that you hear on MSNBC and out of this administration is what the will of the American people is. In fact, I'm going to take it on myself to tell you exactly what it is that the American people do think, because I am probably more in tune with the feelings of the people in this country than anything you hear from these Islamo-loving administration or the Department of Defense, because they are cowards. And I'm not, because I think you're all a bunch of ungrateful pieces of crap. And that's just the long and the short of it. And I guarantee you this, there's more people that feel like me in this country than anything you hear from this Islamo-loving administration. And here is some piece of advice for you. And you better heed it. I want you to see something. You see this? This flag, see what it says here? Don't tread on me. You see that? Don't tread on me. And it's a picture of a rattlesnake. And it's coiled to strike. It's warning you. It rattles its tail to let you know that you are in danger and to back off. And that is exactly what you people need to do. Because the more that you agitate us, the madder we get. And if you don't think that we're capable of a little bit of wrath, you are sorely mistaken. Because in this country, we have a representative republic. And I can assure you, even as I speak, there are letters flooding the members of the House of Representatives and the United States Senate that say we have had enough of appeasement to your religion and all of this ungratefulness that you seem to have for Americans. Without us, you would still be living under the thumbs and the jackbooted thugs of the damn Taliban, Saddam Hussein, Muammar Gaddafi. But thanks to the United States of America, you people now have a shot at living in freedom, and you should be more damn appreciative. And don't tread on me, because our patience with you is about at an end. Until next time, this is your favorite conservative, Ronald Reagan, saying this to you now. You fellow conservatives, stand tall on this, and don't take the feet off the fire of our elected officials, because we don't owe these damn Muslims an apology now or ever. Until next time, I said it now. Over and out.